Hello X Factory friends and family, this is Paul Sinclair here with another Paul's Insight video. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, but the schedule has just been absolutely crazy lately. All the races we've been to, and of course all the new stuff coming out from X Factory. It's pretty exciting. Anyway, Chaz and I just got back this past weekend from Motorama. Big event in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We've talked about on a few other videos and podcasts and stuff. I did pretty well there. It was exciting. My cars were working really good. And I wanted to show you guys my round one buggy race. This would end up being my best buggy race of the weekend. Put me fourth on the grid for the A main. Anyway, as I've talked about in previous Insight videos, I'm always nervous in round one. However, the four-wheel race happened before the two-wheel race, so I was a little bit settled for this one. And I knew that my car was really good. It felt good in warm-up, and I could go out and attack. I started second in the race, just out of random seating, or I shouldn't say seating, random heat layout. First in the race was Charlie P., a racer from New York who's pretty quick, so I knew that I'd have a lot of open track to open up with, and just lay down some good laps. What do you say? I'm running a new setup on my X6 Squared here, setup that I've been working on for the past 2 or 3 months. Working on carrying more corner speed, kind of get rid of the hitch that my car had sometimes without sacrificing any of the forward traction that my setups have always had. Early on here, Charlie Schwenka from Novak, the announcer of the race, calls me out in the lead, which makes sense in my head as I'm running because I know I've put in some really good laps. I hope you can see that the cars just look really good. Leans right in the corners, squares up fast, a lot of steering. But when you're in the lead of a race, as you approach traffic, you got to keep your head level. You got to keep your head straight and work with people, not try to stuff it, not try to shove yourself through. So I do a really nice job here, especially in that corner. The back marker pulls away, and then Charlie gives me about 12 inches. And unfortunately, Charlie P gets wrecked there by that back marker. But you can't think too much on that. You know, it's funny, I saw that in the race. I saw that happen, and I felt bad because we've all been taken out by that back marker. But there isn't much you can do about it. You just got to thank your lucky stars that you didn't get ruined and keep pressing. Chaz gets the camera back on my car here, and as we approach the middle portion of the race here, Charlie Schwenka calls out my race time. I'm on a 12:08 pace. 12 laps, 5 minutes, and 8 seconds. And I know that Stephen Hartson, who's actually marshaling this race, had just run a 13-lap 5:26. So that's telling me that I've done a good job of, getting through the early part of the race and starting a good run, but I really need to put my head down. There's open track in front of me, and this is where you need to run your best laps. Lucky break with the back marker spinning out there. I don't have to work my way by him. And I'm really going to start to attack the track here. Some good lines around the infield here. This track to me had 2 major points for a good lap time. One, that whole infield section on the right side. And then the second was clearing this little double there to carry good speed. This would have been a really good lap if it wasn't for that green car. But if you clear that double and you're able to carry that speed around that slight off camber left-hand corner, you can cut 3 or 4 tenths off. Versus trying to kind of land on top of that double. It's more of a single roller almost. We'll see it here on this lap. It's a subtle feature, but when you get it right, you really cut a lot of time off your lap. Ooh, really close there. That was a good pass through there. And then this, like I said, this whole right side infield, you just got to stay on your line, stay tight, and not get too aggressive with the trigger. Stay tight. There we go. Nice apexes, a little wide here. Line up for the camelback jump and put it down and make power. Something that I've been doing lately, I think we all struggle with this, but I noticed myself struggling. I'd have a good first half in a race, and then I'd just kind of lose focus for the second half. After the 2.5 minute mark, my thoughts would start to wander. I'd start thinking about either my car, my setup, the lap times I'm running, am I going fast enough? Like, it's that typical squirrel cage feel where your mind is just rolling and you're not allowing yourself to focus properly on the race car. And so something else I've been doing lately at races has been trying to apply some almost meditation techniques. And it sounds weird, we're racing toy cars, who needs to meditate? But honestly, if I can keep my mind blank, if I can stop my thoughts from kind of roiling over, and stop my mind from getting busy thinking about things that I don't need to, the unconscious muscle memory of driving my car can come through. And I can tell you for sure that the subconscious me is a much faster driver than the active thinking me. And the more you can let yourself just zone out and drive, rather than think about driving, rather than think about, oh, I'm turning the wheel, or oh, is my car set up good, the better you're going to run. So at Motorama, I was really able to apply that technique. For me, I actually just try to think about like blackness, like a black sky, even not even stars, not a star field, but just pure, utter black. And if I focus on that, if I focus my conscious mind on just creating a black scape in my mind while I'm driving, it lets that unconscious driver really stoke in some good lap times here. So as the race is winding down, I think this is my last lap, and I get really lucky. I've been struggling with that corner, a little oversteer in that corner all race, but able to hop over the pipe and keep going. And I'm going to bring it across here, and I finished with that was indeed my last lap. Charlie's going to call the race done here. I finished with 12 laps, 5:05, which, as I said at the beginning, that was good enough for third in the round and fourth overall by the time qualifying was done. So thanks for watching. Good luck on the racetrack out there, guys, and I will see you next time.